The Chiefs, this weekend, they are hosting the Houston Texans as they look to become the first team to ever win 3 straight Super Bowls. Their quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, talked about the team's focus as they return to play this weekend.
I mean, obviously, you want to win 3 in a row, but building those memories with the guys and with the community every single year is special. And when I look back at all the different Super Bowls that we've won, I look back at special moments that we've had and special games that we've had. And so we'll try to do that the same this year. I mean, it's been a fun run up to this point, but we want to get to that ultimate goal. But we know it's going to be challenging, so we have to just really focus in on the day and how we can get better and try to win the game and win the practice so that we're prepared for the game.
Kyle, before we tee up this conversation, will you reintroduce to the audience what you call the confetti test when we consider Super Bowl winning teams?
Well, it comes up a lot during the draft, too. And I actually learned this from Daniel Jeremiah, who works with us, is that when you're looking at a player, but especially a quarterback, can you truly close your eyes and see them standing on the field in the confetti shower having just won a Super Bowl? Maybe it's about his skills. Maybe it's just about how he presents himself. Some guys are really physically talented but can't pass the confetti test. You'll hear about that a lot in the draft coming up, but obviously it should be renamed the Mahomes test. Can you pass that? And he's passed it many times.
That's exactly right. We've seen a lot of confetti rain down on Mahomes and company. So when the Chiefs have the dream of going for a three-peat and it begins again this weekend, is there any vision, Peter, of this being halted this weekend at home against the Texans?
Whew, Jamie, it's been 24 days, or it will be 24 days between snaps for Patrick Mahomes. After that Christmas victory, they were able to take off not only week 18, but also week 19, the wild card round, and it stretches all the way to Saturday. 24 days. And since the game was on Christmas on a Wednesday, they had the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday of that week off. 24 days. The 24 days that have passed, I've just written some things down here. Mahomes and Brittany had another child. Congratulations to the Mahomes family. Travis Kelce's brother has launched a late-night television show and has had multiple episodes at 1 a.m. Of a late-night show in between these 2 games that they're going to play. Netflix has had not only football but wrestling, and they've got Monday Night Raw. And Deion Sanders is the coach of the Cowboys, and Hawk Tua has been canceled and has not been seen since. All these things have happened in the 24 days that have passed. If they were to lose to the Texans, the Houston Texans, if they were to lose to the Texans, as the way that this three-peat and this whole thing ends, it would be so anticlimactic and such a shocker that I don't think it's even precedented. The last time we had a repeat champion were the Patriots in 03 and 04, and the team they lost to was the Denver Broncos. That Denver Broncos team was coached by Mike Shanahan, and it had Champ Bailey on it, and it had a host of other players that were worthy, and it was also in Denver. We're watching John Lynch and Champ Bailey in a defensive backfield. We're seeing Jake Plummer throw to Rod Smith. Like, that game was a road game that the Patriots had to pack their bags and go into Mile High, and they lost. It was a shock because it finally was over, but the Patriots would get back, and they would reload. If the Chiefs were to lose to the Texans, I don't see it in the same light. It's not one of these perennial contenders. It's not a team that they've lost to year after year after year. It's a team, in fact, that they have beaten year after year after year. In the playoffs, of course, they were down 24-0 and came back against those Bill O'Brien teams. And then in the next year, to start the season in the kickoff classic, they blew out Deshaun Watson in week 1. I just don't see these 2 teams as like worthy rivals. It would take a Herculean effort, and it would take a shocking upset for the Houston Texans to be the team that ends this Chiefs run. I don't see it happening. I might be frozen and put on a big screen in Houston when they do their touchdowns and they do their celebrations after winning a Super Bowl this year. I don't see it ending this way. A lot would have to go wrong for the Chiefs, and those 24 days between snaps would be analyzed like you have no idea in the rest versus rust conversation.